Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to begin our live streaming here for today. We are thrilled to have Allison Cochran and Lesley Cochran-Holcup with us today. They're going to be talking about essential oils, especially during this time. I suspect we're going to hear how this really helps with our mental health and everything else from a health standpoint. So thank you very much for coming, ladies.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome. We appreciate you joining us today via keeping our social distance right now. So just Lesley and myself started with natural health care, probably looking for solutions in our 20s. I'm not going to say how old we are now, but that was just the time that we started to look outside of the norm. And in about 2012, DoTerra came into our life, like in February 2012. And it was something that we just wanted to learn more about and understand how beneficial these essential oils were to us. And so today we're going to talk, we only have half an hour, so we're going to really keep, respect your time and keep focused. And so first of all, we'll just learn a little bit about essential oils, how you can use them, and then how they interact with the brain, and that's what our focus mostly will be on. And then of course how you can purchase them, because people ask us that all the time. How do I get them? So to start, we're going to actually begin with, if you have your handout printed, that's great. If not, we have it up here on the screen. So essential oils are amazing because when they're pure, then they're 100% safe, and they don't have side effects like lots of herbal remedies or medications can have. And there is no addictions that come with them. Though I do use a lot of oils, and my family might say that that's not true, it is absolutely true. There's no side effects and no addictions. So essential oils are pure extracts from the plants, and they're there to help to protect the cellular health of the plant. So our cells and the plant cells are very similar, so it's something that can work within our bodies as well too. Essential oils, different from herbal remedies, are 50 to 70 times more powerful or potent than those herbal remedies. So less is more when it comes to essential oils. They don't have any vitamins and minerals and fibers and proteins, but they are full of these chemical constituents, and they're there with amazing benefits, and they have antioxidants in them, but no vitamins and minerals, so they're very protective to cellular health. These essential oils that we're talking about today are from DoTerra, and they are called a certified pure tested grade, which means that they're potent, and they've been tested to ensure that there's nothing that's gone in there that will be harmful to us, like a synthetic. They haven't been adulterated. So it's a great testing program. So peppermint is mentioned here. Peppermint's an amazing oil. It's probably we call it the gateway oil because everybody can use peppermint and has a great effect, but it's great for focus, alertness, it's energizing, and it's really great if you get any tension in the body or head tension, that kind of thing. And it's a wonderful oil that you can use all three ways, which Lesley and I are going to talk about in a minute. They're effective within our body. They're often more effective to a lot of approaches that we can use. You can feel not just a sympathetic relief, but it actually will go into the root cause of what's going on in the cells. So it's got that amazing ability to give you both. And then what I love about essential oils is they actually work inside the cell and outside the cell, and not many things cross that cell membrane, but it's very protective of what's in that cell, and then any threats that are outside of the cell. And a great example of a protective oil is the On Guard essential oil. It's a blend that doTerra makes, and it's called the protective blend because it helps to promote a healthy immune system and support that. It helps when you get issues like sore throats, that kind of thing. And it's great for cleansing, not just my hands, which I can make my own, but I can also use the On Guard hand sanitizer. But it's great for cleaning your home and surface environments. It's been lovely. It's been tested, and it kills 99.9% of the germs, but it's not going to be harmful for myself or my family. What makes doTerra different was really what stood out to me. As I used to be a massage therapist, and I really didn't like essential oils. They tended to give me headaches or make my room smell too much for other people that were coming in, until doTerra came along. And I learned a few things about essential oils. By law, it's required that an essential oil to be called 100% pure, 100% therapeutic, or 100% organic needed to have at least 15% real essential oil in it. But then there could be additives and fillers and that sort of thing, and that's often why lots of people think, oh, I don't like essential oils. That was me until doTerra came along. They source for potency, so every single bottle of peppermint I get will work for me, for my tension or my focus, the very same way, because they source to make sure that those chemical constituents are the same all the time. But they also use a program called co-impact sourcing. And what that really means is that they work with farmers. They're sourcing all over the world, looking for the most potent lavender or vetiver or peppermint. They're looking for where there's high levels of those chemical constituents. And so when they work with those farmers, they're helping them to ensure better farming methods, to yield a better crop. They actually pay them 12 months of the year. So, because sometimes some crops are only 5 months. And how do you support your family when you don't have, an income all the time? And so I liked the aspect of how ethical they were. They started a Healing Hands Foundation, because some of these oils, like vetiver, comes from Haiti, and they don't have clean drinking water, they don't have schools, they don't have medical clinics close enough to them to get to them. And so with us buying our oils and using them to help our family, it actually helps these other families to thrive and survive, support their family, and then doTerra can also come in with the Healing Hands and help support them in ways that the community needs. So I love the way they treat the farmers. I wish our farmers were treated that way as well too. So that's the global impact that they have. It's very, I don't know, I think it's just it's got a lot of integrity behind it. CPT testing, which I just talked about a minute ago, just really ensures that when they get the essential oil from after it's been distilled in the country, it comes into doTerra and it's actually tested 3 times. But that means not just one test each of those 3 times. There can be anywhere from 11 to 20 plus tests, just to ensure that nothing damages that oil, that it has the chemical constituents that it's supposed to have, and that when we get it in the bottle, it's going to work for us. So that's just a little bit. So if you can understand the difference with the quality, that's what made a difference to me starting to use essential oils. Now there's 3 ways to use essential oils. Peppermint's a great example that we can use, that we use all 3 ways, but there's certain oils that you would only use topically and certain ones internally. But I can take a little bit of peppermint. This is going to wake me up. I can rub it on the back of my neck. That's topical. Usually I dilute. And then I can inhale in, so that's an aromatic aspect. So why would you use aromatic? So these are diffusers, and the beauty of diffusers is that you can cover a whole area of your home, and I love that aspect because I can diffuse for mood management, I can diffuse to calm everybody down, I can diffuse to cleanse the air because people have been in and out of outside or with people, and then I can also do it for just respiratory support. Just breathing it in, that can help open it up. So diffusing can be with a diffuser, or it can be with your hands. I also have a little necklace that I can use, that if I don't want everyone to smell it, I could just use my own. So cleansing the air, helping with mood, helping with sleep, and supporting a respiratory system is a really great bonus of diffusing. And Lesley's going to share a little bit about the topical and the internal.
Mm-hmm. So when we use the essential oils topically, we often tend to dilute them. So you can dilute the oils either by using something, often we will use a carrier oil. Fractionated coconut oil is one that we often use. So you can either get that from doTerra or even go to your local Walmart, and they also often will carry coconut oil that you can purchase there. So basically, we always dilute for children or the elderly or people with sensitive skin. We will normally put it into a roller bottle like this, put the fractionated coconut oil into it with the essential oil and roll it on the bottom of the feet, because they don't tend to react there. So that's the way that we normally apply it. Now when you, the great thing is when you do dilute the essential oils, they don't lose their effectiveness. So that's something that's really great about them. Another way that you can put them into a carrier is with a cream, like DoTerra has a nice unscented hand cream, and you can also put them into that. When you put the oils on topically and you put them in a carrier like that, it gives them a more localized effect. So if you had a sore elbow or something like that, and you were wanting to treat that area, and you put it into a cream, it would give it more staying power in that area and also more of a localized effect. The great thing about when you do apply the oils topically, they're very bioavailable. So in 30 seconds, you've touched every cell in they're into your bloodstream. And in 28 minutes, you've touched every cell in the body. So they're very, very bioavailable. Where do you apply the oils? You can apply them to the back of your neck, behind your ears, behind the spine, anywhere that you that you feel that you need them, or if you've been injured. So there's lots of places. I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, along the spine, any area of concern, on your chest. Those are some of the common areas. Now, a key area that we do apply them is the bottom of the feet, as I mentioned earlier. Now, the bottoms of the big toes are a great place to apply them as well, because this is actually the fastest point of contact to the brain. So if we were working with something, if we were focusing on sleep or mood management, the bottom of the big toes would be a definite place that we would put them. Some of the reasons that we use oils topically would be, as I mentioned, pain management. So the deep blue rub is one of our favorites. It's one of my favorites to use topically, because it's got the deep blue blend, which is for pain and inflammation in joints and muscles. And this is just amazing. You apply that topically, and because it's in the cream base, it really is effective for helping to unwind that pain. Another reason that we use the oils topically is to support chronic type conditions. So in this case, we would put them into a roller bottle again, put them on the bottom of your feet morning and night. And of course, for mood management, we can use the oils or supporting ourselves emotionally for having a down day, and we decide, I'm going to put some oils on. Often I'll rub them even under my nose here, or on your wrists or on your neck, so that they're kind of going up into your nose, and that can really help to shift your emotions and lift you up. So that's topical use. Now I'd like to share a little bit about how we use the oils internally. What I love about doTerra's oils is I know that they're safe to ingest and to take internally because of that certified pure testigrade that Allison talked about earlier. We know that they're safe to use. We know that doTerra's oils are completely safe to use that way, and we've been using them internally for over 8 years. So I love knowing that you can do that, and that there's nothing in there that can harm me in any way. So one of the most common ways to take the oils internally is actually to put them in your water, your glass or your water bottle, like we both have here now. So you can take an oil like lemon and put that into your water and drink that all day long. Typically we put in 2 to 5 drops in a glass of water. Another way that you can take the oils is to put them into a capsule if you're not wanting to taste them. You can take a gelatin or a veggie cap like this and put the oils into them. Some of the reasons that we would take the oils internally in a capsule like that would really to get in and target the organs like the liver or the digestive system or so on, because it gets in and works on a deeper level when you take them internally like that. You can also take those same oils that you would put in the capsule and put them into a shot glass like this and shoot them back. Just be sure to not get it on your lips, just shoot it right back. You can take the oil sublingually with a dropper like this. So one of the oils that we often take sublingually is frankincense. And frankincense is a great one to take as part of a daily protocol. So we would just take that, take a drop, put it under a tongue, hold it for 10 seconds. Frankincense is amazing because it has over 200 healing constituents. So it's very diverse in what it can do for the body, and also it has the ability to look for damaged DNA in the body. So we often people will do that as part of a daily protocol. They'll take a drop sublingually. Now, taking the oils internally can nourish the whole body, and that's what we love about it. So what I'd like to show you is lemon oil, because this is a favorite that we often use every day. So doTerra suggested everyone take the lemon or one of the citrus oils and drink it every morning as part of a daily protocol. So the reason why we would do this is because not only does the lemon give you a gentle daily cleanse, but the great thing about the doTerra's lemon oil is that it actually has the ability to clear petrochemicals from the body as well. So with all the plastics we're exposed to these days, I just love that part about lemon. And it's also not acidic to the teeth, which is great. So lemon is a favorite one that we do take internally, or one of the citrus oils like wild orange. I also love that when I'm putting it in my water and drinking it, you can pick a favorite oil, and like spearmint or fennel or whatever, and it helps me to drink more water and kind of, gives your water that extra little pizzazz. So there's lots of great things about drinking it. Just remember not to put it in your plastic water bottle because you'll leach the petrochemicals, so you need to be using a glass or a metal container. So
Excellent. Yeah. So we're going to focus a little bit, like I said, on the aromatic and the topical benefits. And so let's just think about this. If you pinch the bridge of your nose, just like that, right there is your olfactory nerve receptors. So when you go to a dentist and you want to have a sedative and they put a mask on you and you breathe it in, you have this sedative, this calming effect all over your body just by breathing it in. The same thing's true with essential oils when you're breathing them in. There's such a powerful benefit. And so when we're looking at things like hyperactivity, or the inability to get to sleep or stay to sleep, that kind of thing, inhalation is one of the best ways because it actually does have an effect on your brain and your limbic system, which is your mostly your emotions and your memories, that kind of thing. So if bedtime is a bad experience and it becomes that's what's the norm, then having this effect on the limbic system helps it to calm down and create a new experience. And that's why the consistency of using these oils every day, aromatically, topically, helps to create a new emotional memory, that things don't have to go to that place. Or if they're in that place of anxiety or stress, it can help to support them and move it out of them, help them to feel safe and feel calm just by breathing it in. And that's beautiful. And so I do tend to carry the roller bottles with me because it's a good way through the day, because you never know what you're going to get into, to just give yourself that little bit of boost and calming. Topically, you can see, like Lesley talked about, it does get into your bloodstream, right? Whether it's diluted or not. So you want to make sure you have a safe oil, but it will have an effect on all the systems in your body, which is beautiful. It's supportive. They're always looking, these are cellular support. So sometimes we don't even know that we've got something going on. And even if you're using the oils for emotional benefits, it's still going to go in and be protective to that cell as well as to support you emotionally. So I love that aspect of it. Now, so we wanted to focus a little bit on three topics: hyperactivity, focus, sleep, and emotions. And I could have probably written the longest list because all oils, it's amazing. Like even when I don't have the right oil, I can just, if I'm feeling stressed or anxious or just hyper, then I can just take an oil and calm it down. You may have seen me, I've taken an oil called In Tune, right? It's in there for focus, and I just had it in my hands and I've just been able to breathe it in. or have it in my necklace. I love some of the oils because doTerra has put them together with the benefit of science. They look at the chemical constituents that are in these different oils, and then they blend them together for the benefit that they want to be supportive of. So Adaptive is one of the newer oils, and it is an oil for calming down. It's really supportive to our endocrine system, so it's supportive to focus. It's supported for depression, so serotonin and GABA and that sort of thing. So it's a great blend, and you can diffuse it or you can put it on topically, which is amazing. But there's other simple oils in there too, like wild orange. Lesley spoke about wild orange. When I have it in my water and I open it up and you can't help but smell it, it's having that calming effect as well, which is amazing. But there's some very simple oils that I've used with my kids, like for focus and study, you know, when they're in exams or trying to get work done. Wild orange and peppermint together, two very basic oils that you can use for a number of things, but it's really great for focus. The funny thing is, look at wild orange is there for sleep. So it helps you to understand that essential oils look to bring balance. So if you're wired, it's going to help to bring that brain into a balance. And if you're really low, it's going to help you to bring that brain level up to a better balance. So we actually can use wild orange for people that really have a hard time sleeping or getting to sleep. You know, of course we know oils like lavender, it's amazing. It's probably the most researched oil in terms of mood management. So it's very supportive. So these are some of the oils that you can diffuse every day, and then you can choose to diffuse them at night as well too, like different oils. You begin to understand the oils. There's some great books Lesley's going to talk about. But what I did was when I got my top 10 oil kit, I started to learn about just those oils and how I could use them to support my house. There's a blend called Citrus Bliss. There used to be in the morning, like WWF between my 3 kids up in the getting ready in the same bathroom. Not good. So I had a diffuser, and I happened to get a Citrus Bliss, which you could use wild orange and peppermint, and I started to diffuse it in the bathroom before I woke them up. And it was amazing. Like, I kept thinking, well, maybe this is a fluke today. So I'd use it the next day and the next day. And it was amazing, the difference of just less strife and stress and door knocking and get out of there kind of thing. It was amazing to see that. So using them every day has this benefit to the body. I love, you can interchange a lot of them, but I love that there's some of the top 10 oils in here. There's Easy Air, lavender, there's peppermint, wild orange, frankincense. You'll see that these oils come up commonly for a lot of different issues. I did bring foundational in as well too, because there's a great book called The Second Brain. And The Second Brain teaches you all about how important gut health is. They did studies in penitentiaries and juvenile correctional facilities, and what they found was that when they applied supplementation like essential fatty acids and vitamins and minerals, they had a better response to sleep, mood, emotions. It just tells you the importance of your gut and your gut health. And so I didn't want to leave out not mentioning how Lesley talked about this daily protocol, how important vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids and antioxidants are to our gut health, which is therefore so important to our brain health. And of course, trying to eat those whole foods. So I know I've gone through this very quickly, but definitely there's the foundational oils, which Lesley will quickly talk about. There are some great courses. If you're like going, oh my word, this is overwhelming, we teach classes all the time. We can do it a one-on-one, but you also get the benefit that doTerra has a certified how to use essential oils course. It's like $49 US, but it teaches you so much. It's actually taught me more than a lot of other essential oil courses I've done. Okay, so let's just carry on, and I'll get Lesley to share what's going on with, oops, am I going the wrong way? Oh, sorry, these were just, there's a lot of ideas out there to blend. I do love using doTerra's essential oils, but there are lots of recipes that we can share if you're looking to make some of your own. Okay, so let's let Lesley tell you how to get oils and how to get started with them.
Okay, great. So if you're sitting there thinking, how do I get started with my oils? You know, and you may be wanting to bring the oils in. Some people may just like to try a few, or you know, you can look at making a lifestyle change, because you can use the oils in so many different ways. For cleaning, you can even cook and do your baking with them. You can replace everything in your medicine cabinet with the essential oils, with this safe, natural alternative. You know, the sky's the limit, and you can get into making your own products for those that are do-it-yourself type people and like to save extra money. You know, you can make all sorts of cleaning products, personal products, and so on. So there's so many things you can do with the oils. So one of the best ways to get started is to look at a membership kit. With doTerra, it's similar to Costco. There's a wholesale membership fee, and it's $42, and that actually gives you 25% off of all of their products. So what most people do to get started is they look at a kit like the one that you can see here, because it includes the top 10 oils that we use every single day, or often, as part of what we do every day with the oils. So it includes those oils. Now, we've talked about quite a few of them today. We've mentioned the frankincense, the lemon, lavender, and peppermint. It also includes a great digestive blend called Digest Zen or Zengest. There's as well, there's oregano, which is a super immune boosting oil, and great for boosting the immune system. We've also got tea tree, which a lot of people are very familiar with. It's a great natural antiseptic, and it can be used for cold sores, cankers, fungus, and a lot of people know it for head lice, preventing head lice. It's one that a lot of people are aware of. I mentioned the frankincense as well, and Breathe is another one that's amazing for opening up the airways and supporting the respiratory system, and that's the one Allison mentioned earlier. So all of these oils are included in this kit. They come in the 5 ml bottle like this, so it's about 85 drops that come in it. It's just a great way to get started. It also includes a little Brevi diffuser like this, which runs up to 10 hours, and we like to use it to travel with as well. It's great for that. So when you get the kit out there, you can see it also includes your $42 membership fee, and when you purchase the kit, it's more bang for your buck because you get lots of extra product savings as well. So that's one way you can get started, and that's probably the most popular way. The other way is just to pay the $42 fee and pick targeted support. Pick some of the products that have interested you for you and your family. So Allison's gone into some of those, the Copaiba. You may be interested in the Adaptive Blend for emotional support, the In Tune for focus, or there's also the Lifelong Vitality supplements. Now, Allison talked about supporting the body with whole foods and proper nutritional support. What doTerra has created is a package called the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and it's got everything in it that you need for a daily basis to give your body a really strong foundation. It's got your, it's got your vitamin mineral complex, and the great thing about it is that it has the equivalent to 12 servings of fruits and vegetables. So you all know all the fast food, and sometimes we're not great at making really healthy food these days, so it's got great support there in the vitamin mineral. There's also in there an omega complex. It's called Z-Omega. It's a combination of marine and land-based omegas, essential fatty acids, combined, and it's a unique combination with some of the powerhouse essential oils in there. The third bottle that comes in there is called Alpha CRS, and it's your antioxidant blend. And it's got all kinds of super antioxidants that help to support the body on a deep cellular level, and it's great for dealing with inflammation in the body. So that's the three kind of components of Lifelong Vitality. We love it because it's 98% bioavailable, so your body really gets a lot of use out of it. You're not just peeing it down the toilet like lots of supplements. So, and it's a clean and pure supplement line. So we just love that. So that's another way one of the ways you can look at getting started. So in closing, there's lots of great ways to get support when you start to use the essential oils. We've got lots of great reference books, like the one Allison's got there. Modern Essentials is more clinical. You've got the Essential Life book, which is full lots of recipes and different ways that you can use the oils. It's got beautiful colors and pictures in it. A lot of people like to start with that one. We have online classes and webinars and Facebook group, and as well we do offer do classes in person and come to your home. So there's there's tons of great reference books. We've got some of them shown here. There's an emotional one that if you want to focus on emotions and supporting that area. So there's all kinds of references that you can get. So also, if you're interested in learning more, Allison and I would love to get together with you to either on a one-on-one session where we can talk about your needs, or we'd also love to come back and do a second class and get into some more detail if there's some of you that are interested. So one of the topics that we're looking at, Allison's got it there, brain essentials, so where we can get into some more depth on that. Do you want to add something on that?
No.
Yeah, so
We'll probably do it with Zoom these days, not in person.
yeah, these days it would be with Zoom. So basically, if you want to learn more about doTerra and the products, they have a great website at doTerra.com. If you're interested in purchasing retail products and not the wholesale membership, you can go to my website that's shown there, my doTerra at Lesley Cochran. And that's it. So we're hoping to get to meet you guys at some point and get you to be able to come and experience the oils, because really essential oils are one of those things that it's great to be able to smell them and experience them. So we're hoping that comes up, and we'd like to thank Rob and Shelley for having us come in today, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, folks. Give me a couple minutes. We're going to jump over to the Zoom conference call here in just a couple minutes. I gotta get all the equipment shut down, and then if you have any questions for them, Lesley and Allison will be on the Zoom conference call as well. Okay, thanks guys.